Today is the last full day of Ragbrai. That means there are a ton of stops, but there's also 63 miles and over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. So it's time to get started. There's one last big Ragbrai stop that we have to do, and that's Beekman's Ice Cream. We have camp set up for one last time, and sometimes you just have to be reminded why you try new things. All of the fun and the riding and everything we've done this week really leads up to tomorrow. Bags are packed up, we're ready to head out on the last day. Welcome to Friday, day 6 of Ragbrai. It doesn't matter how ambitious you are when you wake up, it takes at least an hour to tear down camp. We had first alarm at 5:45. We got up at 6 o'clock, which means we got out of bed by 6:15. It is 7 o'clock and our tent is still up. It has to be on the truck by 8. We have plenty of time, but we definitely didn't expect that it was already 7 o'clock. You can tell that everybody is a little more tired today and moving slower. I say that because I'm tired today and moving slower. But we also might be dragging our feet to get back on the bikes. Big day today, 63 miles and some elevation. Breakfast of champions. Courtney has been sacrificing her water bottle, which she kind of rinses out later, but takes all the caffeine she can get.
Oh, there's that cute dog.
Oh my goodness, of course Courtney found a pup. Oh. Happy birthday! Thank you. This is beautiful morning. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go. Great ride this morning, but I don't know if we were quite ready for all of those hills. I think we're ready to get back to Indiana where it's very flat. We're in the longest breakfast line in town because we need steak bowls again. So many days, and I'm still amazed at how many bikes there are and how they just keep coming and coming and coming. And today we're even later start than normal, I think, so pretty cool. After that fairly long wait, Courtney has another steak and egg bowl, and I have cinnamon roll bites made in a waffle iron. And we both got cold brew, orange juice. And then while we were waiting, somebody across the street opened up a container of cheesy potato casserole. And so we got a boat of that and split it while we were in line for $3, and they had free Gatorade. I was so happy. So we are gonna be fueled up and ready to go. This line is still coming into town, so this will be probably our longest stop of the day, but we'll be ready. Courtney had to have another steak and egg bowl. We justified getting them because we need to research so that we can make them at home. It's really good. So it has heirloom potatoes, a fried egg, cheese, and steak, which is just really good, and a chipotle sauce on top. Mine's a little more straightforward and a little more sugary. Oh wow, look at that dough in the middle. Yes, please. We have 2 towns coming up that are 8 miles and 8 miles, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of grind those out. That'll put us close to 30 for the day, and we'll be able to check off a few more, and hopefully it's a little flat. We've been watching people make these little bike triangles all week, and we haven't figured it out until today. Also, a lot has happened since we saw you. There was a cat. We think we found people to adopt the cat. I saw it walking across the road. There were cars and bikes. Had to stop, obviously. I'm sure Courtney was very concerned that we were gonna end up with another cat. But because I stopped, other people stopped, and as far as we know, they've either brought the cat to town or they're taking the cat home with them. There's one thing better than finding a cat. It's finding someone else to take the cat home, right? But we're in Lawler. This is a really cute town. I already stopped at the first aid station and got icy hot for my knees. It's already on fire and it feels so much better. So hopefully that will help me because today has been hilly. But as we were going through town, we decided we didn't necessarily need food, but we do have to sign this wall. I want purple, you take green. Oh, and that's why there's leaving our mark here in Iowa.
And all we need is corn.
There's one last big Ragbrai stop that we have to do, and that's Beekman's ice cream. Since it's Friday, tomorrow we don't know what we'll have time for. We had to stop. It does seem like everybody has gotten it earlier in the week because this is the shortest line we've seen for this ice cream. And this is how big it still is. It is 1:30 and we haven't had lunch yet, so this is it. Regular chocolate raspberry.
Regular chocolate raspberry. Yeah, no, thank you. Hi, sir.
So, drink over there.
This is fresh. Oh, it's melting.
I think you have the best job today.
They got the color right. It's not overly strong, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit fruitier than vanilla.
Yeah, I taste the vanilla in it.
Yeah,
And just a bit of fruit.
but vanilla would be boring.
The chocolate is good.
Do you want to hit me with an official review on that ice cream?
Oh, it's so good. The raspberry was a lot of vanilla with a hint of fruit, so that was very good. But the chocolate, I love chocolate ice cream, so it was so good.
I'm so happy we got chocolate because it's kind of basic, but this was really good, and I'm happy we didn't get vanilla because the raspberry was just a little hint of raspberry. A lot of color.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need peach because neither of us was really into it. But that was the perfect amount because we've had too much ice cream before on a bike ride and it's horrible. So I'm happy that we were able to share it. I'm also happy that we were able to experience it. I did expect it to be overrated and it exceeded all of my expectations. So we have some sugar, we're ready to go. We might need actual food for lunch before we get too far. I have a bike up. Oh, it's cold. We just discussed that our expectations were too high today. It's a thing at Ragbrai. If you're not having fun, reset your expectations. Here we go. And mac and cheese. Can we just stay here? Right, this is where it ends. So at a certain time in every town, they shut it down to keep the party moving to the next town. The town we're coming up on shuts down at 4 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock here, so the State Patrol is actually here to shut this down at 3:30. That means we need to go. We're gonna go ahead. We have about 20 miles to town for the night. It's been a big day. We'll of course share all of the details, but once we get to camp. We'll see you there. We have camp set up for one last time. We left the doors open to air it out because it was wet when we put it away this morning. It was really cold last night, so everything was wet when we woke up. Fourth night on a baseball field.
I told Brad
It'll carry you. I know it carries too. You see that,
We just need it. Courtney wanted to get two. I said, let's eat one and then decide. This is like... We really didn't want to venture very far for dinner, and the baseball team is doing a fundraiser where they cooked turkey legs and then sold like pop and chips and stuff. So we had an easy dinner tonight. Courtney did think we needed 2 turkey legs, but I convinced her that we could split one and it ended up being perfect. It was a fundraiser for the baseball team, so it was also a good excuse to get extra snacks to eat back at camp and extra fun drinks because we need more liquids, right? Yeah. Hydration. We are all settled in for the night. I wanted to come out here and look at this sunset and talk to you about today. When we started this trip, and even when we just signed up for Ragbrai, I knew at some point during this week we would hit a wall. And that was today. We were tired, our bodies were tired, our legs were tired, our skin is definitely feeling the sun, and we've had so many odd foods to eat that it's just crazy. So I think everything kind of caught up with us today. When we looked at our week and planned out what we were going to do, it was specifically to get through the Century Day, because that's what we were most worried about. On Tuesday, we really found our groove and kind of figured everything out so that Wednesday we could go out there and kill it for the Century Day. We rolled into town at like 4:15 in the afternoon. It was crazy. So then Thursday, we knew that we wanted to go out and have fun and really experience all of the fun events of Ragbrai, and that's what we did. Tomorrow, we finished the ride. That kind of left Friday in limbo. So today, when we started out tired, we took an extra half hour to sleep in. It wasn't even the latest that we've left camp. Even though we know 63 miles is hard, even though we know there's gonna be hills, I think our expectations were off on how long it would take us. So when we started out, we knew we wanted to get breakfast at Nosh, and the line was long, but we waited anyway. And then every time we hit a town, there was some reason that slowed us down. And when it was slow, that means you're on the road longer. I think the winds really start to kick up at the end of the day. So as we were riding into town, it was just horrible. Courtney had been fighting hills all day, and then to have the headwind, she started to get a pinch in her shoulder and barely made it into town. We ended up walking all of the uphills here in town so that that shoulder could rest. The fear is that it's going to be a problem tomorrow, which we know has hills. So she is actually resting and stretching that shoulder, hoping that it's better. That's why we didn't go very far for dinner. We really want to be able to finish this and finish it strong. One of the things that people ask me the most when we signed up for this ride is, why would you want to do it? And I think it's an interesting question because we didn't really have an answer at the time. We just knew that other people had done it and they had such a crazy, awesome experience that we wanted to have that too. And then we were just on task so much. We enjoyed all of the things yesterday, and today we were just tired. I think I knew during this ride at some point there would be tears, but I just didn't know when. And that was today too, because there we were, tired, town after town, the miles were coming by so slow, and all of a sudden we rode into this town and the people just come out and they sit in their front yards and they wave to you. And Courtney and I both looked over at the same time, and there was a older lady with her family, and they had brought her outside covered in blankets because she was in the shade, and just so happy to see us all riding through town. And we just looked at each other and we were just like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Like, there's just something so much more special than riding your bike. And I think it's to see things like that, to meet people that you have never met and are so nice to you and willing to come out and cheer you on as you're just riding through their town. We've had so many moments of kindness, just great conversation along this ride, and it's really just been everything that we wanted it to be. I think this morning we just forgot that one of those things was a challenge. So our legs are sore, our bodies are sore, we're tired of sleeping in a tent, but that is part of the challenge that we came out here for. And sometimes you just have to be reminded why you try new things. All of the fun and the riding and everything we've done this week really leads up to tomorrow. We cannot wait to finish this thing tomorrow. And I have to say that I am so proud and excited and just happy that Courtney came out here and did this with me. I think I had a better idea about how hard it was going to be, but she wanted to do it so badly, and she pushed us to sign up and to come out here and see her climb those hills and breeze past me and just keep going and going, even as her legs hurt and she has tears because her shoulder is pinching or her hands are sunburnt. It's just amazing to be out here with her and going through all this together. So tonight we rest, tomorrow we finish this. Bags are packed up, we're ready to head out on the last day. We are down to the bare minimum. We took the rack off of Courtney's bike, and I'm going with the fanny pack today to make us as light as possible for these crazy hills that we're about to do. 65 miles to the Mississippi. I can't believe we've biked across the whole state of Iowa.
We're not there yet.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get it done.
Appalachian sunrise meets my sleep. You with my eyes still closed, feel it coming. Golden, I'll follow golden, golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Thank you.
Feet step over splinters of the moon.
40-story.
Climbing a 40-story building.
Unfortunately, we are starting one of the big hills of the day. They compared it to climbing a 40-story building, one little step at a time. We're still climbing. One of our biggest hills of the day. We almost made it to the top. Gotta make it up there. Let's go as far as we can. Yep. We walked, but we made it to the top. These people are awesome out here biking. We ran out of gears and probably skills, but way better than we would have done on Monday, for sure. Okay, 2 miles to town. Let's do it. Let's do it. Go, get it. Little pork chop for breakfast. I did buy it before asking what was in it. Lots of onion, beef, and cumin. That is really good. Look at all that onion.
Dexter.
Dexter!
Yeah.
Hi, buddy! Are you having a bike ride?
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute. We're to the point in the week where we're dividing and conquering. I'm getting a smoothie, Courtney's getting a burrito bowl, and we're gonna split both. Burrito bowl. Good.
We head for the sky, it's alright.
Thank you.
Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again.
It was bound to happen eventually. Literally the last stop before the end. But I convinced Courtney we had to get it because we needed salt. And it's lunchtime. And we have 20 miles left.
And tell me what you want. This time I won't take it to the heart. Cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want. Let me hear that I'm the only one. You know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Only 10 miles left. Do you want to take it slow and really milk it? No, let's get this over with. We're dying. I'm having like back spasms. Our legs are shot. Let's do it.
It's alright, so let's
Donde quiera que haya escuchado mi gente. Ya no soy
it's just a short bike ride for us with a lot of wind behind us, hopefully.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud,
Your back sore?
it's alright.
My back hurts.
Giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want. This time I won't take it to the heart, 'cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want. Let me hear that I'm the only one. You know
1 mile left.
make it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. And tell me what you want. This time I won't take it to the heart, 'cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want. Let me hear.
Are you looking at me to see if I'm crying?
I'm not crying, you're crying.
You're crying. What are we doing?
I'm ready to dip our through here.
What are we doing?
We did it! Yeah!
We did it. Woo! Yes! Yes! Woo, woo, woo! We officially finished. My allergies had taken over my voice, along with a little whooping. We dipped our tire. What's happening?
We did it.
Are you happy? Oh, I think we need a minute. Thank you for doing it with me. Oh, we're gonna lose her again.
You're welcome.
I can't believe it. Back in February, Courtney was like, let's do it, let's sign up. And I was like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so hard. And she's like, I don't care, let's do it anyway. And gosh, it was hard. Doing yesterday and today, it was so hard. But I can't believe we finished it. We pedaled every day, every mile of Ragbrai 2022. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're gonna do a huge Q&A so that you can hear all of the answers to every question I think you're probably gonna have about this crazy ride. As for us, we are headed to a hotel for some showers, some time inside, some recovery from allergies.
One thing I wanted to say is that the people of Iowa are so awesome. The Iowa Nice is so real. Just everybody along the routes cheering us on. Thank you very much. It means so much to probably every rider here. So thank you very much.
We came in here thinking we were gonna do a bike ride across Iowa and that was the point, and we're leaving knowing that it's the people.
Yeah. Also that we can do it.
And we can do anything.